Adobe. You know who you are, Adobe. I'm not gonna say much, Adobe. Can we talk about this? This is very political.
Hey, welcome back to the Paper Boys podcast. I'm Jesse. This right here is our guest Davin, and this right over here is our guest Alex.
What's up?
Hello. Today we're going to be discussing Davin, his involvement with PBC, and just everything he does. So what's up, Davin?
What's up, Jesse? How are you?
I've been good. How you been, Alex?
Pretty good. I mean, I was dragged here. So I was trying to finish 2 videos and a class project. And then Jesse called me for like 20 minutes convincing me to do the podcast. But I'm glad to be here.
I mean, he stayed on the call that long. If he didn't want to be here, he would have hung up.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're all here together tonight to do some very fun things and wholesome.
I genuinely love being with Davin. He just taught me actually.
I only came here out of pity because like there's only 2 people going to be on the podcast.
I have done one-on-one. It makes me kind of nervous. Davin's kind of cute. I'm not going to lie.
There is a beautiful man behind the camera right now, but maybe he can pop up right here or something.
Bang. Here he is.
His floating head right here.
So yeah, Davin, what have you done for PBC?
So for PBC, I started way back way back it was like 2019. No, not even 2019, 2018, my bad. Yeah, 2018.
God, you're old.
Yeah, so started PBC. Well, I started with PBC in 2018. That's when I first met Alvis and Norbert that same year.
That was before it was PBC.
Before it was PBC, yeah. When it was just AP first. Mm-hmm. And then, that was a long time ago. Damn.
Well, what were you doing for us mostly?
I started out as a videographer for the most part, just helping out on weddings. That's how I first started out with PBC.
Were you doing anything before that?
No.
Because to just like jump into video.
No, he just floats. He just floats and breathes. Just, he doesn't do anything.
So how I first started getting to like cameras and stuff is I think I was very interested in vlogging when I got into college. Like ever since my move-in day, that I started vlogging on my iPhone like 6S or something. And even in high school, my senior year, that's when I started getting really. You know why? Casey Neistat. It was Casey Neistat.
Is it bad that I've watched his videos, but I don't watch him or any other vlogger. I just don't like that content for some reason.
I think it gets repetitive. I'll agree with that. But I mean, like, Casey Neistat changed the game for vlogging. I'll be honest.
Yeah, because he has just very high quality.
It's just it was high quality, high production vlogging. Most vloggers, they just walk around with like a selfie stick. Of course, I mean, it's Casey Neistat we're talking here, so the deal.
At the same time, I think his style is pretty revolutionary because while he puts so much effort and creativity in his vlogs, it is.
Can you pick up where you
said revolutionary.
Yeah, so other than like Casey Neistat obviously being very creative and like innovative with his like the way he does vlogs, I think what made him stand out was like it seemed effortless. Like it didn't seem like he was trying too hard to be like super like cinematic or anything, He wasn't a try hard. He was like that was just him on the screen. Right. And it was very like very fresh, I guess, for the vlogging landscape. I'm not like into vlogs, but like I did watch him for a while.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm way too camera shy to do any kind of vlog.
If you can't tell, all of us are a bit camera shy besides Davin, but we're getting the hang of it.
It's kind of why Davin spearheads.
I'm still kind of getting used to this.
Vlogs. You're leading our vlogs.
Okay, maybe like vlogs you're like pretty chill with, but like podcasts that you're still getting used to.
Maybe,
right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a lot of talking. I feel more calm in this vlog environment, and because this is still pretty new to me, I feel calm here. But if you put me in front of a camera for a vlog, I'm just gonna freeze. And then you've done that a few times, or I don't know. We've had a few weddings where we try to vlog it, and I just don't know what to say.
You just put a front and then like you smile.
It's hard to be spontaneous in that moment.
Yeah,
I can definitely agree with that. But I think when you are put on the spot, it's kind of like, all right, lights on, the show must go on, and you just gotta put on a show for the viewers, I guess. And I mean,
he's gotta say shit.
Yeah. It's like you just gotta say stuff.
Yeah, I will say though, I think I'm a lot more comfortable in this environment rather than like G's mom's office. Like I'm way more comfortable here for some reason. I think it's like the couch and like the lighting.
I like G's office.
I think that was too serious for me. I think that office was a bit too serious.
I think the reason why I'm so like more comfortable in like a spontaneous film environment is because of the rowdiness that it entails. It requires. Like it requires this level of like spontaneity and like just loudness that you have to put on.
You want to hear people in the background, like, cheer, like
enthusiasm
and everything.
Yeah, I mean, coming from a fraternity, Jesse, like how rowdy frat guys can get,
Disgusting.
and just like you just get loud. You just get loud.
We do. That was one of the aspects I very much liked about being in a fraternity. That was like 2 years ago. I mean, I'm still in the frat.
Not really. You're not.
I'm not.
You're not in the frat. You're never returning in the semester.
No, but that kind of like brotherly rowdiness where it's just all of a sudden, we're all chanting our
your chant,
just our fraternity chant or something after events, philanthropy events. It's really fun.
Bro, that was me in Key Club.
Key Club was low key like a frat just without the process.
No, everyone
in high school.
Every like board member in Key Club has joined a sorority or a frat,
dude.
Besides me,
it's so weird just like looking at people's Facebook accounts now because nobody uses Facebook, but some people just still update it and they're in frats now or sororities.
Their Instagram,
their Instagram too, and like they'll just have their Facebook or their Instagram profile picture updated to have like a join Zeta Tau Alpha.
So Key Club is the gateway into a fraternity or sorority.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing photography for like I think it's a sorority event next month. But yeah, they just found me somehow.
Where's the invite?
What?
Do you know their name? Is it Asian or like?
Leslie Vu, mutuals with Chayun.
Oh, cool.
Oh, dude, Chia.
Do you know her?
That's my ex's sorority.
Chia?
Is Leslie? Is Leslie
they're in
your
Sigma
ex?
Phi Omega.
Is Leslie your ex or is
No. She's the current president. Though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they just like hired me.
Damn, bro.
That's Joel's girlfriend. You know Joel?
I know Joel just from his face.
He was the guy who played trumpet?
He played trumpet back in.
I just know him because he dated Nikki.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen him around.
Shout out to Nikki Nguyen. I miss you.
Small world.
So they randomly hired me yesterday.
I hope you're doing very well in Stanford, Nikki.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. All right, so back to like how I started with like PBC and whatnot. I was super interested in vlogging, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, I picked up my iPhone 6s, but then I got into like camera stuff, and then that's when I started using my FAFSA money on the camera stuff, and I bought myself a Panasonic Lumix G7.
We love that FAFSA money, baby.
Yeah, it was a steal too. It was like $500.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I think it came with the microphone too. Yeah, it came with the microphone because it was like some Black Friday deal.
That's crazy because like, well, GH7, right? That has a lens attached to it that's not removable.
No, it was a interchangeable lens system too.
Okay, so it was a DSLR. Was it like a micro four thirds?
Micro four thirds sensor.
Damn.
Right.
So you
flip out screen, 4K.
4K
with insane crop though, because it was
exactly. That was exactly what I was gonna say. Like,
crop.
you're in your face the entire time unless you have a fucking 7
unless you had like a 3mm focal length. It was impossible to vlog with that 4K crop.
Just today, Alex and I in class we were discussing lenses, and we got to like the really wide angle lenses from like Nikon.
Yeah,
they have like an 8mm lens, and it's just like super distorted, spherical,
fisheye,
super fisheye
looking.
I kind of really like the look of fisheye stuff, just because when I was a kid, I skateboarded a lot. I watched a lot of skateboarding videos as well, like skate tapes from famous professional skateboarders. And a lot of time they'll have fisheye lenses on these very like vintage VHS cameras that like their mama gave them or something. And it's just a really nice look. That's kind of what I want to.
I'm a little jaded on fisheye because it's on every like indie music video.
No,
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
I've seen more of the 360 cam now instead of fisheye on indie music videos.
360 cam? Like the one where it looks like you're walking on a planet?
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen more of that.
Okay, I can
that's
agree
on
with
higher
that
budget
too.
stuff usually. I'm saying like
I still
indie,
think that's cool.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's cool, but like, whatever. It is cool.
Honestly, I can't even tell the difference between fisheye and 360 now.
Yeah, low-key.
360 is like impossible to film on like a normal camera. It's like how the f- you film that.
What are how does it work?
The 360 camera looks like Mario in Mario Galaxy, like walking on a planet.
Oh, dude, yeah,
basically. That's what it looks like.
Jump up
Let me
and
load a fisheye real quick.
All right.
what do you guys know the name of the those 360 world cameras or lenses? Is it a camera system in itself,
I don't
or is
know.
it just a lens?
I haven't looked into it.
You guys are taking me back to when
So
all
you have a
rappers
360
were, like,
camera?
yelling into a fisheye in the 2000s.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And their mouths were like, like covering the whole lens.
When Kanye West filmed Otis with Jay-Z, they had a fisheye, and Kanye West like yelled into the camera for a few seconds.
yeah.
I was really Kanye West bored me in that moment.
You're gonna talk about Kanye versus Kim? Just kidding. I was kidding.
I mean, I'm
versus
down to
Kanye.
talk about it. I
No,
think
all right, go on.
Kanye's in the right.
Oh, yeah.
Go on, Davin.
Okay, anyways. So yeah, that was the story about how I started off with my first camera. And from that first camera, I bought like my first aftermarket
Lens.
like besides the stock lens. And when I found out how much of a difference the stock lens versus your after, like even the cheapest budget lens, how much of a difference that can make, I was like, photography is freaking expensive.
No,
Like, that is
it
for
is.
sure. That is for sure.
And I mean, even now, I'm barely scratching the surface of like finding the difference between one lens and another.
We just started
Like,
learning that in class.
We did, but like even beforehand, so the cheapest cinema lens you can get, or one of the cheapest, are a set of Rokinons. They have some qualities to them. There's a reason they're pretty cheap, and it's only been recently that I've been able to tell like really what makes them cheap. So like you'll bring it down, you'll stop it down to the lowest at a 1.5 t-stop, and everything is just very soft. It's nice on faces at like higher focal lengths, like 85 millimeter, but it's just not the sharpest lens.
It's a good
Right, that
bedroom
makes sense.
music video lens.
Yeah, if you want
for
that
sure.
nice hazy little music video dreamy effect, yeah, grab those.
If you
They're
have all
cheap.
lighting in the world, it's fine. But if you lack that lighting, then it's
you
gonna
got
look
a
very
fuzzy image.
Yeah, it's gonna look kind of soft.
Alex
Right.
actually shot his he DP'd his first film recently, and he used a set of Zeiss contacts
Yeah.
from our friend Chase.
Yeah, some vintage like photography lenses that are really good for like just good cinema, for a good cinema build, and like it's just super crisp. And I want that crispness because like I can like adapt, or I can like adjust it with a Pro Mist. You
that
know,
was a cinema lens or like a
it's a
photo?
vintage photo lens, but like it's been adapted to like a cinema.
Interesting,
Like,
cool.
At the end of the day, glass is glass, but there's a thing that separates photography lenses from cinema lenses, and that's actually something that like we at PBC have been kind of thinking about here regarding filming video for our clients. It's like we can film these beautiful videos with our photography lenses, no problem.
Right.
But it's just like that step up when you choose to go to like an FX6 and throw on a cinematography lens. It's really nice.
One day,
One day,
No
just for
rush.
the,
There's
just
no
for the
rush
flex.
for that.
Just for the flex.
What is the difference, by the way, between like what brings up that extra benefit?
So there's one of the biggest differences you're going to find between a cinematography lens and a photography lens are things like the gearing and just like the mechanics of the glass, right?
Right.
So you focus a lot on a photography lens. It has
course.
autofocus too, so
course.
you don't really have to mind it too much. And because you're taking still photos, focus breathing doesn't matter. Focus breathing is when you focus in on your lens and the image actually moves in and out. You get the image actually zooms in
Your
or out a
your
little
focal
bit.
length changes a little bit when you focus.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's breathing.
So what cinematography lenses aim to do is kind of minimize that as much as possible. With the gearing, typically you're not going to have autofocus on a cinematography lens. You're expected to have somebody pull focus for you.
I don't think any cinema lens has autofocus.
not at all.
Yeah.
So you'll have these teeth on the actual focus ring itself that will turn the lens, and it's set hard stops at like 180 degrees.
Yeah.
Like 270 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
It's a pretty long pull.
So there's hard stops that are for focus.
So like it's a smooth pull, but it stops at a point. It's not like our conventional lenses where you'll focus in one direction, it'll click,
I see,
and you can keep on going. You know?
Yeah.
And also things like zoom lenses are not as common in cinematography. You'll have zoom lenses that, you know, give you the same, like what you're looking for with cinematography, like same gearing and everything, but it's not going to give you the same level of quality as you would with the prime lenses you would get.
For zoom, you're always like compromising something.
Right.
But again, this also just applies to photography. It's very give and take. There's a lot of similarities and differences.
Yeah, and plus like cinema lenses cost like a whole freaking car.
40 grand for
40
like an
to 100
okay
grand
set.
sometimes, you know,
That's
for just
ridiculous.
metal and glass. But like this glass is so
It's
like
meant to last.
engineered and stuff to like such a microscopic scale.
It's going to last.
Yeah.
Our professor, he's got a set that he bought a few years ago, and he rents it out a lot.
yeah.
But that it's just so expensive. The cost that goes into it is lucrative.
Yeah, but
he
the
does
more we
a-
learn about it, the more it's like, oh, that's pretty worth it because like there's so much like research that goes on to correcting those aberrations. Like behind the front lens, like there's a bunch of elements behind that meant to just correct like issues that like a photography lenses normally have.
Right. And for
You
the
know?
viewers, elements is just like another layer
Piece
of glass. Right?
Yeah, yeah. Like and they're shaped differently, which is like each shape is meant to correct a different thing.
Right.
It's very interesting.
As you guys can see, like photography and cinematography easily racks up in price. The more enthusiastic you get about it, the more your pockets will hurt and
Dude,
get drained.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to get so enthusiastic about it, because
Right.
especially like right now, we're like we're getting off of our little plateau like technology, and
Yeah.
we are getting way better sensors than we would have gotten a few years ago. We're getting 8K sensors.
Right.
Yeah.
We've hit 12K. This is the Ursa Mini 12K or something.
12K.
Yeah, and at like a consumer price too. Like Sony has really lowered the price on like achieving like you can make movies now. Like
Well, you can, but like we're poor.
yeah, we can make movies with what we have.
We could. We can make a lot of stuff with what we have, but I mean, at least I personally tend to get really excited for this stuff, and I have the potential to jump the gun and just waste all my money. I feel like a lot of people also have that problem.
I'm pretty careful with my money.
You are pretty careful. What is it? You contemplated getting your 24 to 70.
Yeah, it takes a while for me to make a purchase because I believe like I had to be pushed. I had to like be pushed in a real life situation where it's like, damn, I need that thing to do this task, you know. Then I'll buy that
big
thing.
Purchases on your mind right now, Dav?
No, on my mind because I'm broke as hell right now. But I think I spend a lot of time watching like the newest equipment releases, watching all the YouTube reviews and stuff, and so I'm definitely thinking about it. And the temptations are definitely in my head, but sometimes I just gotta pray, don't fall into those temptations.
Not for real.
Yeah, those are.
Yeah, I think I did say like a good tip. It's like you gotta wait it out and see if you really need.
Yeah.
Because like you can achieve a lot with just a camera and a
Right.
prime lens. I've
Right.
achieved a lot with my 35 millimeter for like 6 years. So
Yeah,
Pretty proud of
you
that.
don't need all the latest and greatest equipment.
If you want
There's a
one
certain
lens-
threshold you just reach.
yeah. If you want one lens, get a 50 or a 35. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't been working with PBC as of late, though.
Right. I've been working a different job right now, actually.
What are you working in? Just like
I work at a startup right now in Irvine. It's basically like a grocery delivery company. I work as like one of their marketing associates, social media, running the ads on like Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think you told me that it was kind of like Amazon's little 2-hour grocery delivery service. It's
Yeah.
something faster than that, just specific to the Irvine area.
Right.
now.
Yeah. I think one of our direct competitors would be similar to like Instacart, someone like Instacart, but they promise 30 minutes to an hour. We're trying to cut that down to just 10 to 30 minutes.
It's crazy.
Yeah. A lot of it is like figuring out the operation side. Like, how are we going to get a 10 to 30 minute delivery window every time a customer opens up the app, presses order, and then boom, we got 10 to 30 minutes to deliver that, right? So that's something that I think Amazon figured out with 2 days, but it's gonna take a while for us to probably figure it out. I mean, we're hitting 10 to 30 minutes right now. Sometimes we're doing 10 to 35 on the top side, but that's because like we're all the way on the other side of the city or something.
That's scary, dude. I mean, like we've gotten to a point where you can just order something online and get it in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Wasn't Amazon planning to do that drone delivery thing for a while?
whatever happened to that?
I did hear about
what
that.
happened to that? That was like tested for a while. But
I don't think I'd be down to have a drone fly up in front of my house and just like drop something off.
There's got to be some laws around that.
Yeah.
There's got to
because airspace is a thing.
be. Right.
Amazon can't buy out all the airspace in California.
I mean, it's kind of cool, but
It is cool.
Could Amazon buy all the airspace in California?
No, they
They
can't.
can't buy
No,
air.
I mean legally they probably can.
Because what is it? You buy land or property, and that also covers like the airspace above it to a degree, I guess.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. It's kind of like in Minecraft when you like use special tools and you can square off the entire chunk or something.
Right.
So when you were working at PBC, what were you doing most of the time?
So yeah, I did have a full-time job here technically right after college. It was interesting. It was like I was the first time full-time position with under Norbert and Alvis as my leads. It was very interesting. I think half the time I was editing either like a photo set or a wedding video. Or
Which is
wedding
what I'm
project.
doing most of the time.
Right.
I'm sorry, Albus, if the next set is late. I'm sorry.
Right. And then half the time I was trying to figure out some marketing plan with the company, either, thinking about YouTube skits, IG, social media. And then we were trying to plan it for the long run too. Like, where is this company gonna head to? Where is this company like gonna look like? Do we want to be like professional, luxury Cartier type of aesthetic, or do we want to be rugged, young, and adventurous? Like, we were still figuring that out, like within the company too.
Where are we trending to right now? What do you think we're
Cartier.
For sure.
Cartier?
Well, I mean, yeah, we are we will be a luxury, photography company. We are a luxury.
We are a luxury.
Yeah, we are a luxury photography company right now. So, Paper Birch Collective, but we're not so formal as like the classic brands, as you would say.
Because we're offering different packages right now. I think we were in the talks of offering some kind of like vintage retro package.
Right.
Like what? It was some mini DV retro looking video plus what kind of photography? Medium format photography. There you go.
Yeah, that shows us we're different. Like, we're really young. We're just graduated college. Some of us are still in college.
Babies.
I think we bring a really new, young, fresh perspective into this industry, especially as like that luxury side. We're not like so formal where it's like, oh yeah, dear someone, comma, no, like you can talk to us as if like we're your friend or like we're on a personal level,
You can send us an email and we'll respond with like lol.
Yeah, exactly. So
I don't think so, but maybe
No,
later,
I
later,
know.
later
Not
down the
literally,
line.
not
Later
literally.
down the
We'll
line.
definitely like give you a
Like, we'll be your Instagram friend, which is
We'll definitely like send you a proper email. But if you wanna have fun with us, just shoot us a text or something if you know one of us personally. And,
Right.
and I mean, I think that's really important for clients when
that personability.
That personability. Yeah, you don't want to. I don't like working with a business where it's just all business. If I can work with somebody and they give me like tell me a joke or something while we're doing whatever we need to do, it's like, hey, yeah, I want to come work with you again.
exactly. I don't want to feel the stress when I'm talking to a client either, or like if I was talking to like my photographer, I would want to feel comfortable around them that day of my wedding or like leading up to that wedding.
Yeah, no, being personable with
Right.
clients on their wedding day is one of the most important things. I've met some photographers who are just very like stand here, pose like this, do that, and that's it. Or some photographers who don't really say
Exactly.
anything, who will just like snap a bunch of photos in one position and then let the family do everything and that's it.
Yeah.
They're done. And I don't like that.
Exactly.
I like getting involved with our clients and just like knowing that they can have fun. letting them have fun.
I think having a photographer that's able to relate to you, like, especially in age too, like we're, within a decade and a half probably of getting married, but
Dude, I can't wait.
I
yeah.
can wait. But it also goes both ways. I think my favorite weddings are when the client themselves are very open. So like my tip would be like if you hire like a photographer or videographer, like be open to them, because I think if you are friends with your videographer, photographer, I think the end product will be better. It just will naturally be better, if you're just friends with your client or your vendor.
That's where I find it kind of hard for me as an editor. And I think you've come into this problem too, where you'll edit a video, like a highlight video, but you don't really feel a connection to the client if you never worked with them. The video before last that I did for Alvis, it was actually a client that both Alex and I tackled by ourselves. and we had a pretty good time with the clients.
No,
So
nothing went wrong. It was good.
yeah, it was pretty fun. I mean, the ending was definitely very fun.
But
show
when she
that
got-
clip right here.
When she got
Yeah,
faced.
and she just cursed.
Is that in the edit?
It is in the edit, dude. It's hilarious.
No way.
Did they like it?
I don't know,
Okay. You're like, hey, cancel it. Like, cross that out.
but like it really is. It's fun. When I was editing their video, I just felt that much more motivated to give them such a high quality
100%.
For sure.
product.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Like the video I'm editing right now, like this client has been very like personable, like more so than any other client I've had. So it makes me more motivated to just give them like,
Right.
you know, a good package.
It kind of feels like you're reliving the experience too, since you were actually there in the moment and like having a good time with them.
Yeah.
Rather than just looking at a screen with people you've never met.
So as like PBC expands and stuff, are you thinking of maybe like coming back with us, working with us a little more consistently? Or would you be more interested in the social media aspect side of things where you're more involved right now? Like you've been giving us a lot of good content with vlogs and stuff. Would you want to keep on doing that, or do you want to come back and shoot for us or edit for us?
I'm actually not too sure. I think I have a feeling that right now in my life, I would probably be working somewhere else full time, but then I'll probably be. I mean, I'm always on the team, so coming out to weddings, coming out to like our team hangouts, team events, shooting a podcast, like I'm always down for that. And I mean, for the long run, I'm always PBC. So whoever
Red PBC,
right,
PBC till I die.
I love PBC, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to head in the direction with PBC, but just know I'm in there. You know what I mean?
You're here.
I
We're
feel
all
that.
getting matching PBC tattoos tomorrow.
You know, if that's something we do, then I'll do that. Like, I
be
put
willing?
it down.
I mean,
Yeah.
because the logo that we actually have is pretty nice. I have it on my desk all the time, right next to my
I
little.
thought you were going to see you have it on your
Yeah,
neck,
your
dude.
neck.
I was like,
oh,
holy
Imagine if
crap.
I had it on my neck. That'd be kind of hard.
I can imagine G getting that.
Do you think G would get a tattoo?
He has tattoos.
I mean, he has
He has
several
tattoos.
tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh,
His-
how have I never?
his-
No, actually, no. He's shown me
Yeah.
the ones on his leg.
I think it's a little too early for a tattoo.
Yeah.
Later.
You got piercings though.
No, I meant for like a PBC tattoo.
Oh, for a PBC
Yeah,
tattoo.
it's a little,
Yeah.
little
I'll
early.
get PBC piercings, like little
Yeah.
earrings. That'd be nice.
Going back to like answering if I would go full time or not, like as of right now, I think one of the biggest reasons why I also left too is just because like I got burnt out editing. Like
I would
yeah.
be too.
Yeah, I got burnt out editing. So then I was just like, this isn't really for me. But I mean, that's just like the reality of it. I think I like it more doing it for fun and like my passion rather than like my main source of like income and my living. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's just my view of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
feel that.
Personally, what I want to do is, I would like to edit a lot for PBC. I think I'm gonna continue editing for PBC.
Yeah.
But shooting is what I really, really love doing. Just being out there in the field and stuff.
No, for sure. Shooting's a whole different side of the game too. That's
I don't think any of us like
Right.
editing more than shooting video.
yeah, I think if anyone is out there watching right now using cameras and like for photography or videography, you guys should all agree editing can get very tedious, painstaking. Adobe, you know who you are, Adobe. I'm not gonna say much Adobe, but yeah, you guys know how it is with editing. It's
I admire people who are able to sit down and get
Right.
a sesh through, because there's periods of time where I'll be able to actually edit pretty consistently, but afterwards it's just like a slog. I can't.
Yeah, yeah. For weddings especially. I think if it's like your own work, like your own like passion project, like a short film. Like I love editing my short films, but like weddings, it's completely different. It feels like a chore for the most part. But occasionally you'll come across like a fun wedding to edit,
Yeah.
which is what I'm doing right now.
So apart from working with us and everything, what else do you like to do?
I'm super big into like for sure lifting, music, and I would say no, lifting and music probably my two biggest like hobbies.
Tell us a little bit about your music. Are you a producer?
I'm trying to get into producing for sure. I played a little bit of guitar and I like singing
Hey.
for sure. I think I started trying to get into rapping too. That's a whole different ball game though. I'm gonna be honest. I am not a rapper. shout out Super Hot Fire,
You
but I am
are
not a rapper.
You gotta manifest it.
You gotta
Like
like
every
show
white
us some of
girl.
your raps sometimes. Show us some bars.
For sure. I've been writing a couple bars. Honestly, like I have some pages that I've been writing out. Yeah,
Can you show us right now?
I mean, I have it on my phone. Yeah, I have some bars on my phone.
Yo, let's see it.
Do you have the audio?
Like so, a lot of the music that I have been trying to write out. It relates to the life of a first generation, specifically Vietnamese American. Actually, I think in this society, a lot of music stems from our lives, right? And a lot of people, they have music from, well, I'm gonna talk about hip hop specifically in general because for example, BLM, right? Black Lives Matter. African Americans, Black people, they have suffered so much in this country from systemic racism in general. Slavery. That was slavery. It's totally what happened in the past is affected them still to this day, and you can see that through their music. People getting shot, people getting locked up without. Can we talk about this? This is very political.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like, hip hop, people can relate a lot to hip hop. And for me, I just wanted to make it relatable to my own people, or people in poverty too. Cause like I grew up hella poor. I grew up in Section 8, housing, how it is. So then for some of these bars,
Dav attack.
I have not thought about it yet, but I thought about one like temporarily. It's like a fun stage name, but it's like average, but spelled with like a fridge at the end. Average, yeah. So
average.
yeah, it's like a word play on average, because like oh, I'm average, but then like everybody should be special even if they're average. Like everybody is important even if they're average, is what I'm trying to say.
A fridge.
The fridge makes it a little more
refrigerator.
interesting than
Average. Yeah, I don't want to spell average like like just how average is spelled, but we'll see.
It kind of sounds like a DJ name for like raves and stuff. Fridge.
I was
DJ.
thinking DJ Avin.
DJ Avin. Oh, dude.
Yeah, so I wrote bars over 21 Savage is a lot beat.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I don't know if you want to put the beat on, but then I can read you guys
I'm
some
sure
of
you
the
can find, like,
bars.
copyright free beat.
Yeah, but the bars goes like, for example, like story about a kid, parents didn't speak English, different cultures, different words. How you gonna start a biz? Grew up on the 8, Section 8, nation that discriminates. They don't listen. They can't even comprehend the hate that the father has endured. How to work and provide food. For my uncles, they had no family and had no father that was sure. Just my dad, a few years older, had to work full-time and no school. My uncles had to make it out the hood and finish up their own school. And they're fresh off the boat, still barely trying to stay afloat. My daddy was a man, too young and swallowed up his throat. For the sake of his family, it ain't really what it seems. You think my family had it all, call it model minority. Yeah.
Damn.
So that was some bars that I just wrote.
Honestly, I was imagining like a New Jabez beat behind it. Do you know New Jabez?
Yeah, Nujabes from Japan.
Is it New Jabez? New Jabez or New Jabez? I don't know.
I don't know,
I've
actually.
never heard of New Jabez.
New Jabez is
Yeah.
like a very influential like Japanese hip hop producer who died early in his life, but his music is hella popular today. Yeah, I was imagining that beat behind it. Honestly.
Oh shit! Well, I didn't even rap it like melodically. I just said it.
Yeah,
like,
but I was
poetically.
imagining it because like I don't know.
Interesting.
I
That's
think-
a compliment. That's a compliment, though, bro.
I would say your voice matches.
Appreciate it.
New Jabez, like that kind of like beat.
Damn, thank you. I
So
appreciate
maybe like
that.
listen to some New
For
Jabez.
sure. Yeah. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
I think with that,
that's a little snippet into my hobbies.
yeah. I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you guys for tuning in to Paper Boys Podcast, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.